Right, we surprised Aiden and threw him into this one. We
Aiden
get to pick up right where we left off last Wednesday with the hottest action being in the sportsman class. These guys were battling it out. Carl Blocker's going to have to come make a comeback. We'll let Aiden get a lap or two, and I'll get a countdown for our time. All right, let's throw 15 seconds on that clock.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Actually,
2,
Matthew,
1.
cross the line. Where's Matthew at? Okay, good. Matthew's checked. Good, good, good. All right, everybody is most certainly off with a lap under their belt. Senior's got something to prove. He was talking big last week, and the boys took him out. Oh, Matthew being a good sportsmanship, waiting for the old man.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Ken Perry, Aiden Lyons, Carl Blocker Sr., Matthew Google.
Oh, caught that out of the corner of my eye. Ken with a long pit stop. He was your leader, too. Oh, man, everybody's running really close. Ooh, Ken went from first to last on that one, but the good news is he's only 6 seconds from being back in the lead again, currently in fourth spot. Getting close to that halfway point, it's Aiden Lyons with a decent little lead, about 5 seconds. Carl Sr.'s holding out, but Google is about a tenth of a second behind him. Ken Perry's doing a little catch-up after a long pit stop, a couple laps back. Looking at some lap times out there, looks like Matthews, the fast lap, 11.499, so basically 11.5. I got Senior at 11.8. Ooh, Ken just pulled 11.4. He pulled a bunch off of that last lap. And Aiden, with the
After
consistency,
3
he's
minutes,
pulling
the
12.
top drivers are Aiden Lyons, Carl Blocker Sr., Matthew Google, Ken Perry.
Enjoy the track room. I might just throw 7 in the main. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how close the lap times are. Aiden stretching it out. I think he did this last week too with a Q1 TQ. Hard to remember. John, you're in the next race. John, grab your car. Head for the next race.
One minute left. After 4 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Aiden Lyons, Carl Blocker Sr., Matthew Google, Ken Peary.
Aiden keeps slowly stretching that out. Senior and Matthew have had a battle this entire race. Less than a second there.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, this is Heat 1 of Sportsman,
Matthew
Heat
Google
1
done.
of 2. Next up, Sportsman, Heat 2. Ron, Jason, and Gabe. You guys are up. Ron, Jason, and Gabe.
Carl Blocker Sr. done. Ken Peary done. All drivers are
Senior
finished.
made some time up at
Aiden
the end.
Lyons
Aiden
done.
was pulling away until maybe that last lap, but he still got it done with a TQ. 3.6 seconds over Senior.
The race is completed.
Looking for one more quarter marshal, and these guys are ready to take off. We'll just grab on number 2, please, Ken. Thank you, sir. Track is open.
Two minutes to the start of the race. Lyons. Gabe Neeson. Jason Scout.
I guess it wasn't his car, so.
John Blocker.
All right, got everyone checked in. We'll throw 15 seconds on that clock.
15 seconds to the start of the race. 10, 9,
John Blocker, your
7, 6, 5,
TQ of
4,
last week.
3, 2, 1.
He's going to start off in the second heat, which worked out well because he's a little late. But he will have to deal with more traffic to get on that TQ pace. Minute and a half in, John did make it up to that number 1 spot in that last lap.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are John Blocker, Gabe Neeson, Lyons, Jason Scout.
Top 3, John, Ron, and Gabe, are running within 3 seconds of each other. So some good competition there. Ooh, I think everybody parked it at the exact same second. All right, John's making a runaway now as we get close to the halfway point. Now Ron and Gabe, second and third, only a second between them. Top 4 qualifiers of the evening will go, no, I take that back. Top 3 qualifiers of the evening will go straight to the A main, and we'll take one bump out of the B.
After 3 minutes, the top drivers are John Blocker, Lyons, Gabe Neeson, Jason Scout.
3 fastest sportsmen will go straight to the A. Check, check. Just over a minute on the clock. I got about 6 seconds between each driver. John, Ron, Gabe. Jason bringing
1
up
minute
that
left.
4.
After 4 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are John Blocker, Lyons, Gabe Neeson, Jason Scout.
Ron's making a run for that top spot. He's about caught John in the number 1. 1.4 seconds separation, 15 seconds on the clock.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jason Scout done. John Blocker done. Lyons done. All drivers are finished. Gabe Neeson done.
Ron takes that sportsman race in the end. Ron gave him a good run for his money. We've got
The race is
four-wheel drive
completed.
buggy guys ready to rock as soon as we get our quarter marshals out there. Right, start calling for some corners. Let's see how that last race. Oh, we just had 3 plus. Oh, John. John. You're recording for John? Let's see. All right, Gabe, you'll be watching only that elevation. And if you do have to grab a car off the top, it works really good to stand on the red dot so you don't take out the race line on the bottom.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
And with that, you guys have light corner marshal on the steps, so remember that track is open.
Paul Thacker. Dan Perry. Jeff Adolph. Ben Adolph.
I've got everyone checked. I'm throwing 15 seconds on that clock.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Dan Perry, Ben Adolph, Jeff Adolph.
Paul is starting off strong. He's about 5 seconds up on the field. Ben now holding down the 2 with Dan 1/10 of a second behind him. Oh no, it's Dan's moment to shine, but he's stuck on his lid. Your leader goes out. Second place rolled it. But I think that's going to put Ben up to that top spot. And Dan will be back at that second or so differential. All right, so I got Ben, then 1 second Dan, then 1 second Jeff.
After 3 minutes, the top drivers are Ben Adolph, Dan Perry, Jeff Adolph, Paul Thacker.
Minute and a half left on that time clock. 2 seconds between each driver. Ben, Dan, then Jeff.
1 minute left. After 4 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Perry, Jeff Adolph, Ben Adolph, Paul Thacker. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dan Perry done.
Hey, Levi, you want to race the short course tonight? You want to race the short course tonight? With the rookies. Do you want to run that in the
Adolph
rookie
done.
class? Yeah. Okay, it's all yours.
All drivers are finished. Jeff Adolph done.
Jeff grabs it in the end. I was stuck in a conversation. Dan 1.5 behind him. Nice work, Jeff.
The race
Stealing
is
that Q1 TQ. It's all good to go. You just stick your finger up, hit the button.
Two minutes to the start of the race.
All right, Matthew's going to run the Mini B at 50% throttle. If you're going to run a rookie, you got to have some handicap. Set that EPA throttle down to 50. Yeah, probably. Grab a volunteer corner for that bucket number 6, if possible. Thank you, John. Why don't you switch somebody who's the stand-up spot? All right. Okay, track is open.
1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, the
45
rookie
seconds
class
to the
is
start
now
of the
the
race.
Google class. 3 brothers
Google.
battling it out, each with different cars than they're used to. Daniel got himself with his hard-earned money a B7.1. Levi's trying out the short course
30
truck.
seconds to the start of the race.
And Matthew, he's just sandbagging.
Levi Google. 15 seconds to the start of the race. 10, 9, 8.
I paused that. I need to figure out some transponders, so just keep running. Okay. That was Daniel. Got it. This is Levi. Levi is Matthew.
Matthew Google.
Okay. All right, we got it sorted. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right. There were three brothers. Now there's two. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Loop is live. They are both checked in.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Daniel Google, Levi Google, Matthew Google.
Daniel in his fresh new ride. Stretch it out to 12 seconds. 3 minutes left on the clock. Next up will be a pretty loaded round of Stadium Truck. All right, at the halfway mark, Daniel's looking nice and consistent. Lap times right there in the 13s, quite a few in a row.
After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Daniel Google, Levi Google, Matthew Google.
Hey, Senior, what part are you looking for? Just checking it out. Yeah, I didn't do much for the SCTs, but I guess now that we have three in the field, I probably should. Minute 15 left on that time clock.
One minute left.
Daniel's running a good pace out there. Got a 21 flat.
After 4 minutes
21.5
31
flat.
seconds, the top drivers are Daniel Google, Levi Google, Matthew Google.
In a sportsman field of 8, he'd be hovering right around 6 or 7. Daniel might just be your next sportsman moving up quick. We're going to have to find some more rookies.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Levi Google done. All drivers are finished. Daniel Google done.
Oh, got that 22 lap 514. You're hovering right there in the sportsman.
The race is completed.
You want to race it again? Okay, I'll get her on the charger. We do need some volunteer quarter marshals, please. We just had a couple out of that last race. Any volunteers would be awesome. All right. Can you guys live without number 2? Probably not. Well, one more quarter marshal. All right, Ken's going to get us. Track is open. Track is open. I am throwing 40 seconds on that clock
Jeff
until it
Adolph.
automatically
Ben
starts.
Adolph.
I'm going to run down and charge a battery.
Carl Blocker Sr. Corey Frisbee. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Adolph, Jeff Adolph, Carl Blocker Sr., Corey Frisbee, and Lyons. After 3 minutes, the top drivers are Ben Adolph, Jeff Adolph, Carl Blocker Sr., Corey Frisbee, and Lyons. One minute left. After 4 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Adolph, Jeff Adolph, Carl Blocker Sr., Corey Frisbee, and Lyons. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ben Adolph, he's
Carl Blocker
up.
Sr. done.
Man, Ben Adolph's up
Jeff
15
Adolph done.
seconds. Everybody's
Adolph
pretty
done.
well spread out.
All drivers are finished. Corey Frisbee done. The race is completed. 2 minutes to the start of the race.
Let her rip. Track's open.
Ken Perry, Nicole Bruner, Jason Scow. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. John Blocker.
Let it rip. The short course is not going to make it. So let's see. Why are we not check? What's going on? All right. I'm just going to start over like we just started. So about 30 seconds till we start the race.
Ken Perry, Jason Scow, Nicole Bruner.
Okay, 20 seconds and that loop will go live.
15 seconds to the start of the race. John Blocker. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The drag race start. John is off.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Nicole Bruner, Ken Perry, John Blocker, Jason Scow. Daniel Google.
2 down, 3 to go. I got Nicole on the hot seat, 5 seconds up. Ken Perry holding down the 2. John 2 seconds back from there. Daniel just a few seconds back from there, making his debut in the short course run. Three down, 2 to go. Ken sneaking closer and closer to Nicole. 1 second separation. Now 1/10 of a second separation.
After 3 minutes, the top drivers are Nicole Bruner, Ken Perry, John Blocker, Daniel Google, and Jason Scow.
Ken Perry grabs that lead with authority. He's now got 5 seconds on the field. Now it's Nicole and John 2 and 3 with a half second between them. Meanwhile, we got a battle going with Jason and Daniel, 4 and 5, just 3 seconds between those two drivers.
One minute left.
Top 3 running pretty tight. I got Ken, then about 2 seconds back John, then 1 second back Nicole. Meanwhile, Jason on the 4 with Daniel half a second behind him. We got battles all over this track, top to bottom.
After 4 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Ken Perry, John Blocker, Nicole Bruner, Jason Scow, and Daniel Google. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh man, 1, 2, and 3 separated by 1 second each.
John Blocker done.
Coming down to the wire.
Ken Perry done.
Whoa, Ken Perry stretched it out on those last 2 laps.
Jason Scow done.
Nicole still running. Nicole 20. Oh, I gotcha. Okay, darn it. Okay, that's a race. Everybody's done. Oh, I see. Daniel started late. I'm sorry. That's why that was doing
The
that.
race is
But
completed.
we're cutting it. You did great, Daniel. I think you got it the next race. Levi, yep, sorry.
Paul Thacker.
Levi, how do you feel about being Daniel tonight? Otherwise, we're going to erase that run. I'm not sure how. I think you're going to run as Daniel tonight. I'll call you Levi, but it'll be Daniel on the computer. All right, I'll take care of the truck. Why don't you guys jump out and corner marshal? I'll take care of the truck. I usually leave the body on. I'll get it on the charger. It's good. Go corner. Head on out to corner.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
Track is open.
Dan Perry, Jeff Adolph, Ben Adolph.
Everyone is checked. Throwing 20 seconds on that clock.
"15 seconds to the start of the race. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Two seconds between each driver.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Ben Adolph, Jeff Adolph, Dan Perry.
Paul Thacker on that top spot. 2 minutes remaining. He's making himself known tonight in both race classes, both premier expert classes.
After 3 minutes, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Ben Adolph, Dan Perry, Jeff Adolph.
The closest battle is Ben on that number 2 spot. He's about 3 seconds behind Mr. Paul Thacker. Ben chops it down to 2.
1 minute left.
Fastest lap on the track would be Dan Perry at a 14.20, Ben at a 14.23, Paul at a 14.5, but he is sitting in that top spot with consistency.
After 4 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Ben Adolph, Dan Perry, Jeff Adolph. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ben Adolph done. Paul Thacker done. Dan Perry done.
All right, Paul stretches out a bit of a lead there
drivers
the
are
last
finished.
few laps,
Jeff
but
Adolph
let the
done.
record show Team Associate had the fastest lap on the track that race.
The race is completed.
Second round, same as the first round. Two-wheel drive buggy sportsman, heat one. You guys are out. That's Aiden, Carl Sr., Matthew, and Ken Perry. The man to beat in this race is going to be your TQ from Aided Lions, 24.508. Senior put down a 24.511.
Two minutes to the start of the race.
Any other corner marshals out there for bucket 4? Last call. Dan, Jeff, Ben. Oh, thank you, sir. Track is open. The battle of the generations. Will one of us old guys get it, or will one of these youngins snatch it?
Matthew Google. Carl Blocker Sr. Aiden Lyons. Ken Perry.
Everyone is checked. I'm throwing 20 seconds on that clock.
"15 seconds to the start of the race. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Definitely a strategy to starting off with that time clock. Gotta have to watch everybody else, spread out where you want to be, maybe know who your competitor is, decide if you want them just ahead or just behind you.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Ken Perry, Matthew Google, Carl Blocker Sr., Aiden Lyons.
Ken and Matthew both turning it on for this one. They are the oil and the water sometimes. Got less than half a second between those two. Senior's got about 3 seconds if he wants to catch them. Everybody's running a quicker round this time than last. Matthew sneaks on that top spot. Ken 1 second behind him. Senior 1.5 seconds behind him.
After 3 minutes, the top drivers are Ken Perry, Matthew Google, Carl Blocker Sr., Aiden Lyons.
Still just a half second between 1 and 2. The oil and the water. Senior on the 3, about 3 seconds back. Red and gold is currently your leader. Still just that half second between him and Ken. They have been battling all throughout this one. Just over a minute remaining. There goes on his
1
lid.
minute
That
left.
should give it to Ken. Ken does sneak in there. That puts Senior on the 2 now. And this is for qualifying position as well, as everyone is running quicker. Top 3 are going straight to the A.
After 4 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Ken Perry, Carl Blocker Sr., Matthew Google, Aiden Lyons. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Aiden Lyons done. Matthew Google done. Carl Blocker Sr. done. All drivers are finished. Ken Perry
Asked
done.
and answered. Old guys rule the day for sportsman qualifying.
The race is completed.
We're still not done with qualifying. If someone pulls one out of this round to mix up that order. John was our TQ last week, if memory serves me right. And it was a heck of a battle for the top spot in the main. Our drivers are ready. We're just looking for a corner or two. Quarter marshals, if you're in that last race, you know where you should be.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
Quarter marshals, we're waiting on you. Thank you. All right, little light in that infield. So, but they do look like quick quarter marshals. So track is open.
Lions. Gabe Neeson. John Blocker. Jason Scow.
Everyone's checked. 20 seconds on the clock.
"15 seconds to the start of the race. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ron Lyons coming on strong.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Lions, John Blocker, Gabe Neeson, Jason Scow. After 3 minutes, the top drivers are John Blocker, Gabe Neeson,
John
Lions,
stretching it out,
Jason
about a
Scow.
9-second lead, just under 2 on the clock. Ron's coming up to Gabe pretty quick. Gabe on the 2, Ron on the 3, just a couple seconds between them.
1 minute left. After 4 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are John Blocker, Lyons, Gabe Neeson, Jason Scow. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gabe Neeson done. Lyons done. John Blocker done. All
John
drivers
Blocker
are finished.
takes that one.
Jason Scow done.
Ron for the number 2. Good work. Gabe on the 3.
The race is completed.
I'm guessing that motor is full of lint, Matthew. I mean, if you really wanted to fire up the air compressor and blow it out, but I don't think we really have time. We'll do it after this race, though. It's working at the moment. Let him run, and then. Okay, yeah. I was thinking. Okay, you're good. You guys take care of it. I'm not going to worry about it. All right, looking good on the quarter coverage. See if you can hit John. Track's open.
2 minutes to the start of the race. Ben Adolph, Jeff Adolph, Dan Perry, Paul Thacker,
Everyone's checked. About 15 seconds on the clock.
15 seconds to the start of the race. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Paul clocks in and gets us started. Holy smokes, Ben throws down a 13-9 to start us off. Paul matches that 13-9. I think his track must be warming up. Or these drivers are brushing the cobwebs off.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Ben Adolph, Dan Perry, Jeff Adolph.
1/2 of a second between each of the top 3 drivers. Three minutes to go. Still not even a second separation between 1, 2, or 3. New fast lap of a 13.8 by Paul Thacker. That's a 13.8 flat.
After 3 minutes, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Dan Perry, Ben Adolph, Jeff Adolph.
Paul has found some breathing room with all that clear track. He's found 3 seconds. Ben and Dan still fighting with less than 1 second.
One minute left.
Paul stretching out his lead. Meanwhile, we got 1/10 of a second between Dan and Ben. Battling on the computer and battling on the track. If Dan could stay right on this bumper, Dan would take the lead. So Ben must get away from that red car.
After 4 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Dan Perry, Ben Adolph, Jeff Adolph.
This will be for qualifying order as well.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dan by 0.2. Last lap's going to be it. He's got to stay so tight on Ben. He's been doing a wonderful job so far. Who's it going to be at the finish line?
Ben Adolph done. Dan
Ben
Perry
will
done.
steal it by a
Paul Thacker
10th.
done. All drivers are finished. Jeff Adolph done. The race is completed.
Rookie drivers, you're up next.
Two minutes to the start of the race.
You guys can let him rip. Go for it, guys.
Daniel Google.
Corey, just grab it by the front, start rolling those wheels down the wheel while he hits the gas full. It's either sensor wire or full of credit, that motor, but it's on its way out. Slam it on the
Matthew Google.
ground. Just give it a hammer straight down. Give it a shock. Just slap that chassis on the ground. Just slap it straight down. Anything come to life? I don't know, guys. You better go steal your mini bee back, Levi. Nope, he's off. Okay. The old bump start. Get her going. All right.
Levi Google.
All right, everyone's checked. Ten
10,
seconds, and that loop
9,
goes live.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
I
2,
wouldn't get in the
1.
habit of doing the heads up race. Not a great strategy. Corey, if you're not with somebody, I'll have you make an adjustment on video. Is that 50%, Matthew? Okay. Oh, Daniel moves into the top spot. Matthew 1.7 back. Oh, Daniel stretches it out a little further. Come on, Daniel. A little blasphemous, but you could take that mini bee out. They're very fragile. A little awkward when it's your own car, your brother's driving it, but you got to do what you got to do to win in this game.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Matthew Google, Daniel Google, Levi Google.
Bagging it. He's definitely not going to get the hardware for this show. We'll move Daniel up into that top spot or Levi. All right, Daniel's going to run for his money, though. 0.7 seconds separation. Daniel moves onto that top spot with a healthy margin. Now 7 seconds, 2 minutes remaining on the clock. Slow and steady, driver home, little buddy.
After 3 minutes, the top drivers are Daniel Google, Matthew Google, Levi Google.
Reverse disqualified. Matthews out of there. Daniel secures that top spot. Oh, you can keep racing. We just got to. You can keep driving. Go drive. Have fun. Oh, you broke it. Gotcha. She run a little hot. A little extra fuzz in the motor,
1
running
minute
hot,
left.
or what? Or did he just burn the throttle? Oh, yep. The old lesson of when that corner marshal has your vehicle, we're not touching that throttle. "30 seconds left on that time clock, and we'll get some stadium trucks out there
After
next."
4 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Daniel Google, Levi Google, Matthew Google. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Levi Google done. Daniel Google done. All drivers are finished. Matthew
All right,
Google done.
got a 21 lap at a 5:11. Last run out for Daniel was the 22:5:14, which will
The race
secure
is
that
completed.
TQ twice. We will need some volunteer corners to make this stadium truck race happen. If you are available, please come out and corner marshal.
Ben Adolf. 2 minutes to the start of the race. Corey
All right, you
Crispin.
guys got a full
1
minute
minute
to
to the
warm
start
it
of
up,
the race.
and it
Jeff
will
Adolf.
automatically start in just
Lions.
under a minute.
Carl Blocker Sr. 45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Jeff Adolph, Ben Adolph, Carl Blocker Sr., Corey Frisbee, and Lyons.
It's looking like an Adolph race out there. 2 seconds between Jeff and Ben, 1 and 2. Then we got a pretty good gap over to Senior. He's holding his ground. Corey's 7 seconds back from there. Oh no, I missed Ron braking. Now what? Bugger. Ben gets a good quick corner marshal that gets him back in front of the action behind him. Currently, though, Jeff is at a dominating pace with a 13-second lead, and this looks like it would be good enough for a TQ run as well.
After 3 minutes, the top drivers are Jeff Adolph, Ben Adolph, Carl Blocker Sr., Corey Frisbee, and Lyons. One minute left. After 4 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Jeff Adolph, Ben Adolph, Carl Blocker Sr., Corey Frisbee, and Lyons.
Looking at some lap times out there, the hot laps. I've got Ben with a 15.3. And Senior also at a 15-3.
5, 4,
Jeff at a
3,
15-5.
1.
Ooh, Corey gets around Senior in the last couple laps.
Ben Adolph done. Jeff Adolph done. Corey Frisbee done.
Jeff will snatch that win and the TQ.
All drivers are finished. Carl Blocker Sr. done.
Short course showdown, you're up next.
The race is completed. Two minutes to the start of the race. Nicole Bruner. John Blocker. Jason Scow. Ken Perry. 1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. Jason Scow. Levi Google.
Hey, I'm letting that computer run.
Ken Perry.
I was just adding a racer to the race, so 15 seconds
seconds to
on
the
that
start of the
clock,
race.
and the loop
John
will
Blocker.
go live.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Nicole Bruner. 4, 3, 2, 1.
A quick public service announcement, Levi or Daniel. So If we can try to plan ahead and have closed-toe shoes when we're out on that track, the last thing I want to do is see a four-wheel drive buggy take off someone's toenail.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Nicole Bruner, Ken Perry, John Blocker, Jason Scow, and Levi Google.
Three minutes to go. Top three running very tight. Less than a second between each driver. That would be Nicole, Ken, and John. 1, 2, and 3. Levi holding down that 4 with Jason right on his heels. Ken Perry finds some breathing room in that top spot. John and Nicole right
After
on
3
top
minutes,
of each other.
the top drivers are Ken Perry, John Blocker, Nicole Bruner, Jason Scow, and Levi Google.
Oh, Nicole's getting close to Ken. 1/3 of a second. Whoa, less than a third of a second between each driver, 1, 2, and 3. And now it's Ken, John, Nicole running very, very tight.
One minute left.
Looks like Jason in the 4 is doing a good job of holding Levi back. Levi's got 7 seconds if he wants to catch that yellow truck. The traffic is real for these top 3. They're running so tight, but at the same time making their way through traffic as well.
Nicole Bruner, Ken Perry, John Blocker, Jason Scow, and Levi Google.
Levi's pulling a little Barsha on Jason Scow, hammering his way through that corner. Oh, Karma gets him. Scow gets it back.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. John Blocker done. Ken Perry done. Levi Google done.
Ken locks in another
Jason
victory, securing that
All drivers
TQ
are
spot.
Nicole Bruner done.
And it looks like the qualifying positions will remain the same from Q1. Ken, John, Nicole, Jason, and Levi. They will be battling heads up in the main, and it's anyone's race there.
The race is completed. Paul Thacker. Jeff Adolph.
All right. Joseph. No, not the square box. You're good. Perfect. Thanks, sir. Track is open. We got lots of coverage. Paul Thacker on
Dan
that
Peary.
top spot pretty securely. Ben Adolph on the 2.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
21:509 is the time to beat.
Ben Adolph.
Everyone's checked. 15 seconds on that time clock.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Loop is live. Of course, I'm rooting for an underdog. Ben or Dan can take Paul off that top spot. Paul's been looking strong all night in both classes. Careful on that elevation. Whoa, there we go. Nice work, Paul. All right, they're hunting pace now. Dan's on the top spot, Ben 1.5 behind him, and they are hovering right around that top qualifying pace.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Peary, Ben Adolph, Paul Thacker, Jeff Adolph.
Dan Peary on the top of this race and 0.4 of a second off that TQ pace. Paul's certainly not done yet. There's 3 minutes left on this race. Aren't these the same guys that were running 13s in their two-wheel drive? Oh, this is two-wheel drive. Sorry, I switched four-wheel drive. Don't mind me. I'm just up here rattling them. So about 0.4 of a second difference between the two-wheel drive and the four-wheel drive is what it's looking like this evening on this track. Dan Peary stretching it out a ways. He is in that TQ spot by about a second. 2 minutes left on that time clock.
After 3 minutes, the top drivers are Dan Peary, Paul Thacker, Ben Adolph, Jeff Adolph.
I've got Dan up by 4, minute 45 on the clock. Leader with a small roll. Let's see where it is on this lap. It's going to be close. Paul is hunting him down. It's going to be 1/2 of a second. Dan's still on top. Minute 15 on the clock. Paul at least now comfortable with his TQ run from Q1.
1 minute left. After 4 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Perry, Paul Thacker, Ben Adolph, Jeff Adolph.
1.7 seconds separation between those top two. 15 seconds plus a lap or two to get it done.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jeff Adolph done.
Oh no, Dan with a very long lap. I think that
Dan
would
Perry
do it.
done.
Paul slides comfortably in that top spot
Ben
for his
Adolph
last lap. Paul will steal it with the TQ and the win. Darn that guy.
All drivers are finished. Paul Thacker done.
That's it for qualifiers. I'll whip up some mains, get them posted here in a few.
The race is completed.
Corey's just making his way down the stairs with your main lineup. Two-wheel drive buggy sportsman B main, you're up first. Five guys battling it out to see who's going to the A main. This time, four-wheel drive buggy will be running in the second race. Quarter marshals are going to be our A main drivers, sportsman A main, and a couple volunteers. We are getting drivers on track. Our quarter marshals I'll be looking for senior Matthew Ken and a couple of volunteers, please. Oh, thank you, Google family. And we have coverage, just like that. Right, Jason making his way out. Oh, there's Jason on who are we missing? Ron. Ron was making his way out. Okay, track is open.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
All right, it's Aiden Bump Up Lions. It's going to be starting in the front of this one. Winner of this race is headed to the A main to race the other three quickest drivers
John Blocker,
of the evening.
Dave Neeson, Aiden Lyons, Jason Scout. Lions.
I've got everyone checked. Let's go ahead and line them up. Black and white rig of Aiden Bump Up Lions on the top spot. John Blocker is going to be fighting from the number 2. Ron on the blue 3. Gabe in the orange on the 4. Jason on the white in the 5. Want to grab one of you guys, either Matthew or Daniel? You could grab 5. Get a little extra coverage back there. Thank you so much. All right, corner marshals. What do we got? Oh, a phone. Anyone leave a phone on bucket 5? You want to get it to him, or take care of it real quick, just so don't step on it or something. All right. Corner marshals on your toes. Drivers at the sound of the tone. Aiden gets a nice healthy leap on that quick tone. You never know when it's going to go. It's somewhere between 0 and 3 seconds. Ron, his dad, right on his tail. That's fun to see. Gabe on the 3. I think a little shake and bake action here. Aiden running out front. Ron's going to hold him off from the 2. John's getting a look at that blue car. Battle for second place. Ron currently sitting in it. Black car of John coming over the step up to chase him down.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Aiden Lyons, John Blocker, Gabe Neeson, and Jason Scow.
Beautiful run by 2 and 3 coming over the step up. They've been battling quite a few laps in a row, feeling the pressure. That's 2 minutes down, just over 3 minutes to go. Aiden bump up Lyons, looking comfortable in that top spot. Well, shoot, after that last one, Ron's getting closer and closer. Ron's got an eye on the sun. Could Ron steal the bump from Aiden? That'd be a mix-up from what we've seen previously. John's right there to keep him honest. 1, 2, and 3 coming down the stairs. Black and white is your leader, and he's in a healthy battle, Gabe. All 3 of those guys are battling position, including John. Uh-oh, Ron stuck on the pipe. Levi. Oh, that allows John to sneak around Ron. Aiden gets a little breathing room. I think you're good, John. Racing incident. All right, Ron wants to get ahead. Woo, they
After 3 minutes, the top
swapping
drivers are
places
Aiden
each lap for that
John
second
Blocker,
place.
Gabe Neeson, and Jason Scow.
Minute 45 left on that time clock. Aiden's looking to put a lap on the field. John's got clear track. There could be enough time for him to get near that leader. Four-wheel drive buggy, you guys are up next.
One minute left.
Pretty well spread out at this point, at least 5 seconds between each driver. John is cutting down some time, but there's only 45 seconds left on the clock. It's looking pretty good for Aiden at this point.
After 4 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Aiden Lyons, John Blocker, Gabe Neeson, and Jason Scow. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Aiden Lyons done.
Ooh, John
Gabe
got
Neeson
it down
done.
to 5 seconds, but Aiden will take the bump up.
John Blocker done. Jason Scow done.
Good
All drivers
job
are
once
finished.
again, Aiden.
Lyons done.
Good job, everybody. Ron was driving great in that one as well. Good to have Jason back. Gabe's becoming a regular. I love it.
The race is completed.
All right, any other quarter marshals out there from that last race? Let's see. Should have plenty of coverage. Can I get Gabe out there? Like, who else? Aiden should be out there. Is Aiden out there? There he is. Grab someone on 2, and I think we got her covered. All right, track is open. Track is
2
open.
minutes to the start of the race. Paul Thacker, Jeff Adolph, Ben Adolph, Dan Perry.
You guys will just
1
keep
minute to
running
the
all
start of
night,
the
won't
race.
you? All right, line them up. Paul Thacker in the flow yellow, pink, and green will be on that top spot. Ben Adolph on the
45
gray,
seconds to the start
purple.
of the race.
You guys pretty well got it. All right, this should be some good racing. These guys keep it very tight for 5 minutes straight. Corner marshals on your toes. Drivers going on the tone. Get it going, get the motor running. Oh man, Ben's keeping it pretty tight with Paul Thacker. Your leader comes across the finish line. Ben's right there. 3 minutes 45 on the clock. Oh, Ben gets that. Oh no, what's going on? I wouldn't worry. Slam that thing. I don't think he cares that much. Get her back on the track.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the
Okay,
top drivers
now
are Ben
Ben's
Adolph,
got 4.5
Dan Perry,
seconds.
Paul Thacker, Jeff Adolph.
Dan snuck by as well. Oh no. He says, pull it. Go ahead and just set her down. All right. Well, that'll mix it up. Paul is out of there. Ben in the top spot in the gray and purple. Dan Perry now 4.9 seconds back. He does need to get by Jeff and then catch him. When it comes to broken cars on the track, typically quarter marshals, well, the rule is the quarter marshals should not be working on them. They'll need to have somebody else from the
After
crowd
3
or a
minutes,
friend help
the
them
top
out.
drivers are Ben Adolph,
Quarter marshals
Dan
have an
Perry,
important
Jeff Adolph, Paul Thacker.
Quarter marshals always have the most important job of watching that race and watching their corner. I hesitate when I say that, though, because I've been known to fix a few cars as a quarter marshal, so, you know, do what I say. Dan is chopping down on that lead. We got down to 2.6, clear track between him. Your leader over the step up now. Dan Perry hunting him down. 1 minute, 5 seconds on that clock. Lap times
left.
looking dead even out of those top two for fast lap.
After 4 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Adolph, Dan Perry, Jeff Adolph, Paul Thacker.
20 seconds left. Looks like Ben's going to drive this one home.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ben Adolph done. Jeff Adolph done.
Oh, Ben was darn close to grabbing 22 laps out of
All
that
drivers
run.
are finished. Dan
Nice
Perry
and
done.
quick. Ben will take the non-existent hardware along with the non-existent Monster Energy girls.
The race is completed.
That should work. I think we got a little time for the other drivers to get out, but track is open if you want.
Two minutes to the start of the race. Levi Google. Nicole Bruner. John Blocker.
Jason's making
Ken
his
Perry.
way out now. We'll give him a lap or two. I suppose we can line them up and then he can skirt around. Ken Perry's going to go to that top spot. Red Bull Ken Perry. John Blocker got that second qualifying position in the white and black. And Jason, if you want to scoot around for a lap, you can. He can run. We'll let Jason run. He just got out here. You can just let him run, Dan. Just let him go. Okay, Red Bull Ken Perry on that top spot. White and black of John Blocker on the number 2. Nicole, yellow and white, number 3. Jason will bring it into that 4 spot.
Jason Scout.
All right, we got so far tonight two distinct races. First place could be anybody, Ken, John, or Nicole. Levi's been keeping Jason honest there. Could be a battle there as well. All right, quarter marshals ready. Drivers on the tone. Ken gets some pretty good breathing room on that first lap. Avoided all of those incidents. John does have clear track between him and Ken, but we've got a good 6 seconds between them. 4 minutes 15 remaining.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Ken Perry, John Blocker, Nicole Bruner, Jason Scout, and Levi Google.
John and Nicole 2 and 3. John coming down the steps now. Nicole on his tail. Does the Red Bull Ken get to put a lap on him? He does not. So much chaos that he hadn't seen until now, but he's out there 8.5 seconds up on them. Meanwhile, John and Nicole are battling.
After 3 minutes, the top drivers are Ken Perry, John Blocker, Nicole Bruner, Jason Scout, and Levi Google.
John stretches it out that lap in the 2 spot.
One minute left.
10 seconds or more between
After
each
4 minutes,
driver, 30
seconds,
seconds
the
on the
top
clock.
drivers are Ken Perry, Nicole Bruner, John Blocker, Jason Scow, and Levi Google.
The takeout move.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jason Scow done. Levi Google done. Ken Perry done.
All right. Nicole and John still racing. Everyone
John
else
Blocker
is
done.
done.
All drivers are finished. Nicole Bruner done.
All right. Nice work, Ken. Nicole for the 2. Awesome driving. John for the 3. Jason was able to hold Levi off for that number 4. We will most likely do a Wednesday series for July and August, so there'll be about 8 races there. Probably start running Friday vintage every other as well.
The race is completed.
We'll keep you posted on the good old Facebooks. Mr. Daniel, can I have you put that bucket on the white square? Perfect. Then watch your shins. All right, track is open. Ron's on a battle against himself to finish 5 minutes with the low C.
2 minutes to the start of the race. Ben Adolph. Jeff Adolph. Lions. Carl Blocker Sr. Corey
Ben
Frisbee.
saving all that voltage to catch old man Adolph. He had 2 chances, but Jeff came out on the TQ spot. We will line up Rastafari Jeff on the number 1, Purple on the number 2. Senior on the 3. Every night I'm waiting to see Senior beat an Adolph. Any Adolph will do. Looking good. Corner marshal's ready. Jamming on the tone. Ben gets a healthy gap. Looks like Corey's there to capitalize in the 2. Stepping it up quite a few positions from qualifying. Battle for second place coming onto the stairs now. Jeff and Corey. Senior's right there.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Adolph, Jeff Adolph, Corey Frisbee, Carl Blocker Sr., and Lyons.
Adolph's on top, Ben in the lead, and Jeff appears to be closing. Over 3 minutes to go. Ben's starting to work through the pack now, putting a lap on the last couple guys.
After 3 minutes, the top drivers are Ben Adolph, Jeff Adolph, Corey
Leader
Frisbee,
on his lid.
Carl Blocker
Jeff
Sr.,
Adolph gets a
and
little
Lyons.
closer. Carl sandwiched in the middle on a different lap. Jeff has got to catch that purple truck. Could have been worse. We got a minute and a half on the clock. Jeff still just barely catching a glimpse of Ben in the purple truck. 1 and 2, Adolph and Adolph. On his lid again, that should do it. Jeff moves into the top spot. Now it's Ben's turn to play offense. Oh, that didn't last long.
1 minute left. After 4 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Adolph, Jeff Adolph, Corey Frisbee, Carl Blocker Sr., and Lyons.
Corey's getting close to Jeff. Where are they? Well, the computer said so. I guess that last lap must not have been a good one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jeff Adolph done. Carl Blocker Sr. done. Corey Frisbee done. Ben Adolph done. All drivers are finished.
All right, nice
Lyons
work, Ben Adolph. Getting it done.
The race is completed.
All right, get some rookie out there. Corey, if you could help Levi with that stadium, give it a little CPR or whatever it needs. Ron made the race. Woohoo! Got a winner right there.
Matthew Google.
All right, you guys could run. Got some good coverage. Track
2 minutes
is
to
open.
the start of the race. Daniel Google. Levi Google.
All right, we got Matthew sandbagging with the mini B, but we cut him down to 50%. Daniel's been doing pretty darn good with that fresh new B7.1. It's a Google race. My kid came in, got one look, and took off, so I don't know. All right, let's line those guys up while they're still in one piece.
1 minute to the start
Daniel
of the race.
Google on that top spot. Levi Sandbag Google on the number 2, and Matthew bringing in the 3. Oh, no, sorry, Levi on the 2. Wow, Levi beat Matthew? How'd that work?
45 seconds to the start of the race.
There you go. All right, it's flipped on its head. This should be some interesting racing.
"30 seconds to the start of the race.
Court marshals ready, drivers on the tone. What? Levi making moves. Levi Bam Bam Barsha / Google coming in hot. All right, Daniel stretching it out over that step up. And that's what 5.5 seconds looks like on the clock. We've still got 4 minutes left on the race clock. Nice move by Daniel, getting around clean around the lapper.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Daniel Google, Levi Google, Matthew Google.
At the halfway mark, Daniel's checked out into another time zone, 23 seconds up. Matthews managing to hold back Levi. It was at 4 seconds. He was on his lid. Levi's going to get a little closer. Plenty of time to get it done. Few consistent laps, he'll be right there.
After 3 minutes, the top drivers are Daniel Google, Matthew Google, Levi Google.
Minute and a half left on that time clock. Daniel just continues to stretch that lead. Oh, take him out. All right, Levi will sneak in there for the 2. Minute 20. All right, nice and smooth, Levi. Roll on, roll off. Nothing quick on that throttle. Driving her home.
One minute left.
To finish first you must finish. Get some patience in there. We don't want to take an arm out at this point in the game. Although at 30 seconds, you should have it locked in.
After 4 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Daniel Google, Levi Google, Matthew Google. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Daniel
All right,
Google
good racing, Daniel. Oh, another 22 laps out of Daniel as well. He did that in Q1. That would have been good enough for 6 or 7 in Sportsman in that qualifying.
All
He's
drivers
going to be
are
on
finished.
the come up.
Levi Google done. The race is completed.
Corey. Hardware. No picture, but hardware. Well, if they want a picture, grab a picture. I'm guessing Daniel's going to want the picture with his 2 brothers on 2 and 3.
Paul Thacker.
Daniel, grab your car. Yep, you got it. Perfect. This will be one for the fridge. Just leave the body on. Hop up there, Levi. Grab. What are we doing? Where's Corey?
Two minutes to the start of the race. Jeff Adolph.
All right, nice work. Good first showing with that car, Daniel. I know we'll see plenty more of him. All right, those kids are quick. Track is open. Go ahead and get your practice laps, and we'll get some young Googles back out there to the corner positions. Thank you, John. Appreciate it. Matthew Daniel to the track.
Dan Peary.
Sorry, I'll just keep messing up the name. Levi Daniel to the track.
Ben Adolph. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
Levi, do me a favor. Keep your feet on the ground, hands in the air. These guys could definitely take out some fingers or toes. They are moving and they are pretty heavy. Although it looks like 2-wheel drive, so
30
not
seconds
that
to
bad.
the start of the race.
All right, line them up. Paul Thacker, top spot. Dan Perry claiming the 2. Ben Adolph on the 3. marshals ready. Drivers on the tone. Trying to hand Paul this one on a silver platter. He cannot be giving him an inch. I think it might be too late for the working stiffs. Seeing too many mistakes from these expert
After 1 minute 30
drivers.
seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Ben Adolph, Jeff Adolph, Dan Perry.
Paul now up by 7 seconds, 4.3 is a fast lap. Next quickest is Dan Perry at a 14.5. Ben is cutting down time. I didn't see what happened to Paul, but we got it at 3 seconds. Come on, Ben. Oh, Dan Perry's right on his tail. Oh, man. Two and three battle it as they attempt to cut down more time to find the leader. Dan will sneak into that too. Dan currently got a 13.9 fast lap. No one else is in the 13s.
After 3 minutes, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Dan Perry, Ben Adolph, Jeff Adolph.
Looking pretty well locked in with 1:10 left on the clock.
One minute left.
Only thing left to prove now is who can grab a fast lap. Currently it's Dan at a 13.9. Both Ben and Paul at a 14.3. Dan has got some speed.
After 4 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Dan Perry, Ben Adolph, Jeff Adolph. Dan Perry done. Ben Adolph done. Jeff Adolph done. All drivers are finished. Paul Thacker done.
Paul checks one off the list, cleaning up in that two-wheel drive. That was some impressive speed, Dan.
The race is completed.
All right, my favorite race of these nights recently. Sportsmen have been putting in the battles. Any one of these guys could be on top after this race. Right, anyone available on that bucket
2 minutes to
five?
the
Who
start
else
of the
we have
race.
for that last race? Ben's gonna make it out there. Okay, track's open. Ben will make it to bucket 5.
Aiden Lyons. Matthew Google. Ken Perry. Carl Blocker Sr.
All right, line them up next time around. Ken Perry will be coming into that top spot in the blue and yellow. Senior on the 2. Matthew fighting from the 3. Aiden bump up Lyons on the 4.
1 minute to the start of the race.
No one else has gone. Was it DCB or no? You went CBA. I think was your bump up. Was it CBA on that one night when you bump? That's so amazing. Never
45
recreated.
seconds to the start
All
of
right.
the race.
Pre-beer race of the night. Quarter marshals ready. Drivers going on the tone. I think each person took themselves out once on that first lap. Ooh. Matthew will sneak out for some clear track. Ken's up about 6 seconds already. Plenty of time on that clock. Ken's already moving through lappers on lap 3. He is moving.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Ken Perry, Matthew Google, Carl Blocker Sr., Aiden Lyons.
I missed that. Senior snuck around Matthew. Old men's ruling the night. Senior's got those afterburners on. Currently the fastest lap on the track held by Senior, 11.43. Oh, but Matthew just threw 11.3 on that last one. Speed is nothing without that consistency, and Ken Perry showing it on the top spot. 3 down, 2 to go. Ken up by 5.
After 3 minutes, the top drivers are Ken Perry, Carl Blocker Sr., Matthew Google, Aiden Lyons.
Whoa, Ken on his lid for a while. Is that Senior making the pass? I think it was. Senior leading the sportsman. Computer confirms that blue and silver in the lead. Ken now hunting him down. Minute 30 left on the clock.
One minute left.
Everyone now running mid 11s or low 11s. Very similar speeds. It's all about that consistency. 40 seconds left on that clock. Senior's looking pretty good with that 5-second lead.
After 4 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Carl Blocker Sr., Ken Perry, Aiden Lyons, Matthew Google. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carl Blocker Sr. done.
Senior locks
Matthew
it
Google done.
down. Almost putting a lap on the field. Nice work in that R1 Works buggy. Celebrates
Aiden
with
Lyons
a wall
done.
ride.
All drivers are finished.
Ken will claim the
Ken
2.
Perry done.
Aiden on the 3. Matthew on the 4. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Thanks for the volunteering. Thanks for the smiles.